How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little halftime review. It's a halftime of the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's going off. You probably hear a little bit of noise going on down there. Maybe a little bit of gaga up in their piece. But, yeah, I figured I'd sneak out of my little hangout downstairs and do a quick review real quick of Bonn Place Brewing. It's their Nonna Rosalita. This is an Imperial Porter or Stout. I forget which one. Basically, they call it a Tiramisu beer. It is a dark, robust offering with a lot of chocolates, a lot of vanilla, a lot of creamy kind of burnt caramels, hypothetically, let's put it that way. Bonn Brewing, Bonn Place. I keep messing up, not saying the place. It's in the title, I should say it. Bonn Place down by, right in Bethlehem, downtown Bethlehem proper, Pennsylvania, newer place, popped in there. Had a couple beers, grabbed a couple growlers, already did one review, probably do them both the same day or post them the same day. The other one was their Uncle Cray Carry, which is a double IPA. Like I said, it's a darker offering. So, yes, let's dive into it, see what she's got. It's in a little Tired Hands growler here, so no label to speak of. Just a little beerness. So, give this a pour. See what she's got. Man, that thing wanted to open up. We'll see what she has going on here. Okay, see, I thought it was going to be a lot darker of a beer. I thought it was going to be a bit more stout-like, let's put it that way, porter-like, but it's definitely not the darkest beer in the history of mankind, verging on kind of like an English brown style in color. So we'll see what this has to offer here. The glass, the growler, the whole nine, you're going to get a bigger head than I wanted to. So, almost 3 fingers, infinite creaminess, really kind of creepily uniform bubbles throughout that sucker. And it's, it's a brown caramel color. It's basically straight up caramel color. Really not much as far as carbonation there. Very slow, subtle, gentle carbonation. That's pretty much it. So, yeah. What does she look like to me from a distance? Belgian double, could be English brown, something like that. A little bit darker, doppelbocky in color, stuff like that. So, see if we can get a nose through this head. Quite big, so I'm not sure if we're going to get much. Ooh, big coffee-like, kind of like a macchiato kind of coffee vibes off this. Yeah, caramels, coffee, a little bit of bittering malts. Definitely candy-like. And that caramel is definitely kind of like if you threw a little bit of coffee beans, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of caramel in a pan, did the whole reducing down thing that I like to talk about so much. Yeah, it smells really nice, really candy-like. Definitely not as sweet as tiramisu. Tiramisu tends to come off way too sweet for me, and I like sweet stuff. This definitely smells a little bit smaller than that kind of sweetness, but I can get where they're going with this whole tiramisu vibe. Yeah, nice. But it also smells like a beer. It doesn't smell just like candy. You do get a little bit of those roasted malts, like I said, and it kind of still. It's not like a creme brulee like that you would get from Southern Tier or something like that, where it just smells like straight up just cake, and then it tastes overly sweet. This smells like it has a little bit more to it than just base sweetness. But yeah, pretty damn nice. I still wouldn't know how to classify it beer-wise based off the nose, other than the fact that it smells pretty damn good. And it looks pretty damn good. Look at that lacing. That doesn't suck. So yeah, let's see what she's all about. Cheers. That's delicious. That is a delicious beer right there. Yeah. It is sweet. It is quite sweet, but it's not overly sweet. I don't feel like it's getting to a point where it's cloying. It's definitely sweet. It's definitely a dessert beer, but it's interesting to have this kind of dessert beer not in a porter or stout sense. I'm guessing this is kind of a porter esque kind of beer, like a brown ale / porter, but it comes off as its own kind of entity. Those brown sugars and that caramel really pops in there. There's that nice coffee to it. It tastes like a cold pressed kind of coffee. Not much bittering in here. A little bit maybe from kind of like a malt, roasted malt, and maybe a little bit from the coffee. It might not be cold pressed. It might be that sweetness kind of bouncing it off. But let's go cold press on it. Probably fucking wrong. And there's nice kind of like milk chocolate, vanilla-ness Is that even a word? I don't know. A decent amount of vanilla, a decent amount of chocolate, like a milk chocolate, and combined with that kind of caramel and sweet brown sugars and a little bit of coffee, it tastes like tiramisu. Let's put it this way: it tastes like a beer that tastes like tiramisu. What am I trying to say here? It doesn't taste like tiramisu. It tastes like a tiramisu influenced beer, which is a good thing. Some people try to recreate beers and they come off a little bit too much like what they're trying to recreate, and then you kind of lose the beer and just have a liquid dessert. But this is definitely a beer with those kind of those cakey kind of desserty kind of influences, and it being sweet but not overly sweet just kind of really does it for me. Definitely a dessert beer. Definitely something for somebody that's into the sweeter styles of beers. But it's dark enough and sweet enough to please the sweet tooths out there. But at the same time, it's still beery enough to for people who are into actual beer to enjoy it. That's a pretty good fucking thing. Like I said, like some beers, not to keep bashing on creme brulee by Southern Tier, that thing is just way too sweet, way too sugary for me. Can't really fuck with it. There's some other beers like this, and this beer gets that sweetness, gets that cake, but doesn't get too far and doesn't get too lost. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better... I don't even know what to call it. One of the better... Let's go this way. One of the better dessert-aimed beers, whether it be the chocolates, the creme brulees, those of the world that I've had, is like, yes. It's really good. It's really balanced. The beer is there, but it still shows off that kind of cakey sweetness, which is really fucking awesome. Value and availability, it's growler only, brewery only. So you got to go there to get a growler. I'm assuming anywhere between $8 to $15 for a 32-ounce fill. And just say if you like what, will you like this? If you like tiramisu, if you like good beer, if you like sweeter beer, candy beers, caked beers, kind of confection kind of beers, but you don't want them to get overly sweet and still keep their beerness, then you're definitely worth giving it a whirl. And if you like small breweries trying to do good things, you should give it a whirl, because that's what this is. A small brewery trying to do good things, and they're pulling it off pretty damn fucking well. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. You can check me out, all four of those places, if you want to check me out anywhere else, and just say, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice dessert beer right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.